Hello, everyone. Well, I just feel today like crying. I feel like crying because I had such a bad dream. I had a really bad dream. It was a nightmare, and it really scared me badly. But um, first off, the news of the day: Sidney Poitier is dead. Sidney Poitier, that's Poitier, Poitier. Sidney Poitier has died, and he was 94 years old, so he lived to a ripe old age. He got a long life out of it, and um, Sidney Poitier, such a great actor, such a great man. We'll really miss him. We'll miss him badly, and some of his work was really spicy. Was spicy. It makes us uncomfortable to watch even today. It makes us groan when we hear the racist say their racist line, and then we cheer on Sidney Poitier when he reacts, you know, like a cool cucumber to the person who's spouting off their racism. So, yeah, Sidney Poitier was a great actor. He was so good. He was such a good actor, and he was so dramatic on the screen and brought his characters to life. He brought them to life, and they were real for us. They were real characters. And he's known best for Guess Who's Coming to Dinner and In the Heat of the Night. And he even directed. He directed some films. I think he directed Richard Pryor. Richard Pryor, the stand-up comic, got to do some movies. Got to be a movie star. He directed Richard Pryor and maybe Gene Wilder. I'm not sure if he directed Gene Wilder or not. But he was in Porgy and Bess in his years as a play actor. A play actor. He starred in Porgy and Bess, A Raisin in the Sun, A Patch of Blue, and just can't believe he lived to be 94. That's pretty amazing. 94, not quite as long as Betty White, but now Betty White is a woman, so women are more long-lived. But 94, wow, that is amazing that he lived so long. And Sidney Poitier was a terrific man. He was just so fantastic, and we wonder how we could be more like him. How could we be more like Sidney Poitier? Suave, debonair, and polished and refined. The reason we have the impression that he was refined is because he refused to act in any roles where he wasn't a refined man. He refused to put forth an image of black men as crooked or wicked. He wanted everyone to know that he was right as rain. He was right as rain, and he was such a good man. He wanted to put forth that image of a good man. A good man. So, Sidney Poitier, a good man, great actor, and because he's dead now, that calls attention to him and his life's work. And we can contemplate his life's work and his work for civil rights through his acting. because he did. He championed civil rights through his acting and through his work. Now, so we can contemplate that. We can contemplate his life's work and um, render our our verdict uh, on his work. He gets an A+. He gets an A+. He won numerous awards. I think he won an Oscar and a Golden Globe, and a few others. Wow. Yeah, Sidney Poitier has a lot of material there to look at and to consider. A 94-year-old his career spanned decades, and he was a good director too. So Sidney Poitier, you will be missed. You will be missed. And we really care about you. We care about your cause. So, now on to my nightmare. Was a man in my dream. And he looked like a cross between Trump and Biden, but he really was neither one, but he looked like a cross between Trump and Biden. And he was lifting a little napkin off of a table like this, lifting the napkin. And then there was a nuclear explosion. A nuclear bomb went off because he lifted this napkin. And the nuclear explosion, I was in it, and everything went dark. And then it looked like I was underwater, and it was dark, and it looked like dust falling. Dust falling, dust falling, dust falling. And then I woke up, and it was a very scary dream. It was a very loud explosion in my dream. And kind of woke me up seeing this explosion in my dream. It makes me wonder who should we vote for to prevent a nuclear war from happening. Problem with, if only we had a strong man who was a good man again as president, like Obama. Biden puts forth the image of a weak man. He may not be weak, but he puts forth the image of a weak man, and that's dangerous. That's dangerous because our enemies think that as long as we have a weak president, they can do what they want. They can get away with murder. They can get away with anything. They might even think that because Biden is weak, for him to rule the country as such a weakling, that for him to rule to run the country as such a weakling, that they can get away with it, that they can win a nuclear war against such a weak man. And so Biden is dangerous because he's weak. But Trump is dangerous as president because he's dangerous, okay? Trump is dangerous, man. He's a dangerous man. He's a strong man, but he's a dangerous man. And Trump might decide to start a nuclear war just to get his way, just so that he could be president for life. He would destroy the whole country just so that he could be president for life. He would do something like this. Oh yes, if he were ever allowed to run again and be president again, he might destroy the country just out of spite to his many enemies. He's a very unforgiving man. Spite his enemies, and also to rule unchecked and unfettered, and without anyone questioning him or his supremacy ever again. Rule supreme. Rule supreme. So, and worst of all is Kamala Harris, because Kamala Harris actually hates America. Yeah, she would be the very first president that we've ever had in our nation's history that hates America and loathes it with a undying hatred. She'd do anything to destroy America. If she became president, she would run America right into the ground. I have no doubt. I have no doubts in my mind that Kamala Harris hates America and that she despises being an American citizen. She'd be much happier in some other country, like maybe China or Russia. She hates America. She hates America. That's all we need to know about her, is that she hates America. She despises America. So, do we really want a president who's a communist and hates America? Right in the Oval Office, right in the highest seat in the land. And we made it this way. We made it this way. We voted in Biden, and he ushered in Kamala Harris. But people knew who they were voting for. They knew who was on the ticket. They knew Kamala Harris was on the ticket. And they knew that Biden is an old man and that if there was a nuclear war, he could get caught in it. Yeah, he could get caught in it, and Kamala Harris could get caught in it too, but especially Biden. And so, we don't want Kamala Harris as president. We don't want Trump as president. So, who's the lesser of two evils? What's the lesser of two evils? Is it Trump? Is Trump the lesser of two evils if he is willing to start a nuclear war just on the drop of a pin? He's willing to start a nuclear war. Or is Biden worse because he's a weak man and he's got Kamala Harris as his VP and she hates America? I'm not going to answer this question for you. I'll let you contemplate it and think of it on your own. Just know this. One of them will win. One of them is going to win. One of them is going to win. And we really have no power or control except our small little vote. Our own little vote. Just a little vote. Just one vote out of millions of votes. But one of them is going to win, so we have to pick sides now. I don't know what to tell you, folks. I'm really scared. I'm really scared that there could be a nuclear war, and it could be either Biden or Trump that starts the nuclear war. But Biden is less likely to start a nuclear war than Trump. But Biden is a bungler. Biden is a bungler. He bungled Afghanistan. He bungled big time. He left a bunch of Americans behind. And he'd bungle this too. He'd bungle a nuclear war too. We'd be living back in the Stone Ages. But who do we want to guide us through a nuclear war? Biden or Trump? If there's going to be a nuclear war, who can we depend on? Who can we count on? Who can we rely on? I don't see either one of them as being better than the other. So I can't tell you. I can't tell you how to vote. I can't tell you what decision to make. You'll have to make that decision for yourself. You'll have to make your decision for yourself. Trump for life, or Biden for a short time and then Kamala Harris. It's your choice, folks. It's your choice. And I can't tell you what to do. I can't tell you how to vote. But it may decide our future in this country. It may decide our future. Could be that our lives depend on choosing the right person. Our lives could depend on it. Really, I see Biden as the lesser of two evils if it weren't for Kamala Harris. I wish he would run with somebody else other than Kamala Harris, because Kamala Harris, Kamala Harris in her personal character, it doesn't matter if she's a black woman or an Indian woman, she, in her personal character, she's at fault. She's at fault. She seems so perfect, but she's not. So, yeah, Kamala Harris is really, really odd. She's really odd. She laughs at odd moments, at strange things. It's mirthless laughter. She's just so strange. And I don't trust her. I don't trust her at all. If there's even a possibility that a person like Kamala Harris that hates America could be president. We've already had Trump as president. We already know what he was like in his first term, but he could be quite a different person in his second term. So we're caught between Scylla and Charybdis. Scylla and Charybdis, the old Greek myth. Monster on your left, monster on your right. You have to sail right through the center. If only we could sail through the center. We have to go to one or the other because people are lemmings and they just cast their vote for whoever they think will be the winner. That's what people do. They want to be on the winner's side. So they just cast their vote for whoever they think has the best chance of winning. And they think the best chance of winning is the Democratic and Republican parties. They won't cast their vote for this past election. The Libertarians won 1% of the vote. 1%. And that was considered a good year. So that tells you how polarized and fixated Americans have actually become. I cry for America, my homeland. But I don't want to go up in smoke. I don't want to go up in smoke. So we'll see what I decide to do about this dream. Dreamt about 9/11, the morning that it happened. So I am quite psychic, and this could have been a psychic dream. Could be a shadow of things to come. So be forewarned. It is possible for us to get into a nuclear war. I'm Sarah Jane Alphawolf signing off. Guys, take care and don't give up prepping. Keep on prepping. Make an escape plan for yourself in case there's a nuclear war. Because you never know what day could be your last.